Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down gets 3 up to the 28. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold down to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
To throw is Darnold. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch? Looks to me.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Yeah, he... right near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady on the bootleg. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's Brady to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That'll be caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll take this inside the 40. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Flushed out right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady drops it off for Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Brady. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point try now for Suckup. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Taking a shot here for Marshall. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, Darnold. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Brady. He's able to find Miller. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On 2nd and 10, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
That's the end of the third quarter of play with the score Buccaneers 21, Panthers 14.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They run it again with Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And here he'll get it down to the 7. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Chubb will get the call running left. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. From the gun, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra quick.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action, now it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On play action, now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Now Darnold going to take it and just back this one forward to his wide out.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Taking down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Darnold.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gonzalez good on the extra point, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bucs,
they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Carolina,
they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 4-13 campaign.
And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around.